NFC, Bears, Packers. The Bears win 31-27. Talk about long playoff droughts. That was the Bears' first win against the Packers in the playoffs since Pearl Harbor happened. And it's an actual stat.
Pearl Harbor?
I think it was like the week after Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
So it's been 1941 for any history buffs out there. December 1941 for any. So 2 days that lived in infamy in that month. But big comeback from Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. It's late, man. It's later. Your East Coast time. I'm on West Coast time.
I'm so shook about Pearl Harbor. I don't know why I came. Hey, my grandfather, my papa, was at Pearl Harbor 2 weeks before it was bombed. So shout out to him.
Oh, got out of there. I thought okay. I went like 40 years after it was bombed, so we got something in common. Was he in the service, or was he just visiting?
Yeah, he was in the Navy. He was in the Navy.
Oh, I was hoping he was just visiting.
His ship was No. He wasn't there on a tour catching the Bears game. No, he was also not from Chicago whatsoever. I don't think he was a fan of football. He's a very serious man, my papa. So I don't know if he was watching football.
Okay,
but anyways, but no, he was there he was stationed there, and then his ship left about 2 weeks before. Anyways, that's definitely what people care about.
Well, thankfully, now we're able to do the show. Thankfully, he got out of there, so we're able to do the show now. But anyways, enough of that. There's fire at Pearl Harbor. There's also a lot of fire by the quarterbacks in the second half. Caleb Williams and Jordan Love both just went nuts in the second half. I thought, first off, like the losing team, Packers, in their passing game, Romeo Dobbs had a big night. Another All Football 301 member, kind of. We kind of, it was a long mention.
Yeah, we mentioned him.
But he had some big moments: slot fade, one-handed catch. Christian Watson had some nice moments. Golden finally stepped up, had some nice moments. A touchdown, outbreaker in the fourth quarter, that was really nice. Jaden Reed had some moments. He had a drop late, but also had some moments as well. But Caleb Williams hit 12 explosive passes in this game, which is, I looked it up, 12 explosive passes, tied for the third most in a playoff game since 2002. The most is 14 by the Patriots against the Eagles in the Philly Special Super Bowl, by the way. Next Gen Stats had him with 11 in the second half. They do 15 yards or more. It's tied for the most in a playoff game since 2016. Packers, by the way, had 11 explosives, go to 8 passes, 3 runs. But this Bears offense was ripping them in the second half. Colson Loveland is a moose. Outbreakers galore. Some inbreakers in there. I mean, everything after the Luther Burden botch, where he threw up the mailbox and didn't run the inbreaker and it was picked. Everything
he run the wrong route. That's always great.
Ran the wrong route. It was like, there's Luther Burden at Mizzou that I know. But it was like, after that, it was pretty clear sailing as the run game got stifled, which was a big surprise to me because I thought this Packers run defense would get run all over. But man, it was started with a long drive, and I thought both these offenses got clicking, and then the second half, the quarterbacks really got clicking. But what'd you think about this game? Now that we're past the World War II Day of Infamy talk.
Yeah. Thank God. Man, it was an incredible football game. It was so much fun to watch. This was one where, especially coming off the Panthers-Rams game, which we'll talk about, where I was like, oh man, that was so fun and so exciting. I was so nervous at, down 21-3 that this was going to be a letdown.
Yeah.
By the way,
it was going to be Indiana, Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Did you love the anecdote that apparently Ben Johnson said that he showed the team, the 28-3 team, he showed them footage from that Super Bowl in training camp to let them know, it's never over. He showed them the Falcons page, and like Grady Jarrett is on that team. Speaking of like PTSD, did they have him get up and talk about it? Like, what does it feel like, Grady, to know that your team is locked into a win?
Any lessons learned?
I thought that was like. Yeah, any lessons learned about how to screw it up on the other side? But I thought that was insane. Anyways, it was an incredible comeback from the Bears, and Caleb Williams and that offense just releasing haymakers. 67% of his completions go for 10+ yards in this game, most among quarterbacks this weekend. And it's just look, he's gonna miss some throws. 100%. That might just always be part of his repertoire as a quarterback. It just might be a little bit who he is. Maybe it won't be, but right now it's definitely who he is. These young skill position players, they're going to screw something up every now and again too, and that's why this offense feels so up and down, up and down. But those highs, man. I mean, I think I said this to you on Twitter that Caleb Williams, he's gonna miss some throws. Cons, he's gonna miss some throws. Pros, the ones that he hit are like some of the best throws you've ever seen in your entire life. And Colson Loveland looks like one of the best tight ends you've ever seen in your entire life when he's firing. Yes. When the young wide receivers can do their job and run their routes at the right depth, they look really good and in sync with the quarterback as well. So to me, I said this to you like 2 months ago at this point, that I didn't know if it was going to be this year, but I definitely think it's going to be in coming years, that you're going to really, you Bears fans are going to be really happy and really like what you see out of this passing game. And I think part of the highs in this moment are like the proof of concept there.
That's it. It's even when moments weren't going great, like that initial interception, everything, it's a high wire offense. It asks a lot. It's very aggressive. It's a lot of downfield concepts. It requires a lot of operation from everybody. You know, the longer that you want to pass, as far as just throwing the ball down the field, the longer the drop back is, the more moving parts there are, and especially an offense that wants to use more motion and shifting than most offenses and package plays together. Just more moving parts means more things can go wrong. When you got a second-year quarterback, a rookie tight end, a rookie receiver, a second-year receiver coming off injury, hasn't played in a few. Supposed to be a smart player. He has been at least
month plus.
And then your vet receiver is kind of known for botching. That's not ideal, and then you have a 7th round rookie running back as your second running back that gets a lot of snaps and is actually one of your protection backs. Things can look rocky, but then when it clicks, that's when you get the most explosives in one half. Like they got like this. It's so much like a run game like this, like a run game that doesn't click how they have had it, at least for most of this season. Like, and all of a sudden, if you're just trying to pass the ball, and all of a sudden you just can't become like, oh, we're going to become a dink and dunk team. That's why we fail on 4th down early in the game in our own territory, but just not shying away and kind of keep adding it. Like it's commendable. Like I've played freaking Madden and went from the 4th down king to like, I'm going to take this field goal. Like, and I'm like pretty ballsy of a play caller, like in like real life and in video game sense. And it's just one of these things where I'm like, even I kind of shy away. And this is Ben Johnson's first playoff game at home. The crowd is absolutely losing their freaking mind, just raucous. And they keep at it. Like it wasn't going great. And sometimes when you need big plays and need points, they can kind of open it up for you a little bit. Like, all right, I got to swing for the fences anyway. Let's do this. It's just cool. It's just to trust your young players to make plays, to trust that there's kind of perfections in the imperfections a little bit. There's times Caleb is going to the right guy and he's just so juiced up. And he just, he has he's really one of the strongest arms in the league, like top 4. Legit. And the fact sometimes he leads him a little too much, kind of like trying to be a little too perfect. And it's like, all right, you also throw it 70 miles an hour. So just put it on him. But that's the thing is like you take all those blemishes, you take all the interception on 4th down, where the interception on playing the red zone, going 2 for 6 on 4th down, and just kind of keeping at it. It's very cool to watch when young players kind of get that confidence and just kind of see them build off of that. Just kind of last little stat I'll say, but kind of want to get some Packers talking here too. But throws outside the numbers, most of these were to Loveland. But Caleb went 10 of 21 for 170 yards, 78 yards on throws outside the numbers. Jordan Love went 12 of 19 for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns outside the numbers. Again, 15 mile an hour plus wins in January. Like, that's why this passing performance felt a little different some of the other games I watched. And it was just kind of one of these things where these offenses, these quarterbacks are so aggressive, and it's cool that they don't need a dome. They don't need everybody to be perfect. They don't need everyone to be healthy. And they're just like, let's just keep rocking, keep ripping it, keep throwing it. So I got a bunch of other stuff on this game, but I just was pretty excited during this game because there's some cool quarterback performances, especially on the Bears end.
Yeah, 10 of 14 on throws under 2.5 seconds for Caleb Williams. That was from Next Gen Stats. I think that's really emblematic of, I think, where he is at this point, which is just when he's feeling it, and like when he's really confident in what he sees, he's getting the ball out. You know, Ben always talks about, Ben Johnson talks about it, is like when the primary is there and it's open and we hit him, like it feels really, really good. I think that's when, and like that takes time. It takes reps. It's a really complicated offense, but he does that, and then he also gets the throw on 4th and 8 to Roma Dunze, which is just like one of the best throws I've ever seen in my entire freaking life. It's absurd. It's absurd. What he gets on that, on the platform, everybody's seen it at this point. You know, it's a perfectly catchable ball. He throws a Dunze open a little bit there too. It was perfect. And like the fact that he can do that, and I'm not saying he's perfect. Like, I'm not one of these people. I think that the fact that we either have to say he sucks or he's awesome or he's like elite already, I think somewhere in the middle. Stupid. Like it's somewhere in the middle. And where he goes from here, I think progression's not always linear. It's not like, okay, well, he was this year and then next year he's going to be even better and better and better. It's just not how it works in football. It's not how it works in life. But man, there's just so much promise there that I'm really excited to see this offense as it continues to go, not just next year, into next week, because they're a really good team, and they're absolutely a team that can make a run here. There's no question about that to me.